There are moments in the cosmos, infinitesimally small drops in the sea of time, where we can glimpse the uncanny silhouette of elder gods, creatures of the deep, and fantastic pathways to unreachable chasms that hold even more mysteries. One of those mysteries will be explored in this video, as parts of legend, lore, and psychology will bring into focus a figure that is said to reside within all of us. Enter the Cosmic Man. Some of those who become initiated with the myths of the distant past have witnessed the emergence of a strange anomaly. When the old stories are lined up and gathered together, it's as if a portal is opened, and a peculiar visage, adorned in light, steps through its energetic boundary. Have you ever had a sudden awareness of your untapped potential? Perhaps even something within, but somehow beyond you. Clues to unraveling this paradox are found in creation myths that reveal a divine image, a being who embodies wholeness and perfection. According to the often misunderstood Swiss psychologist Carl Jung, the Cosmic Man is an archetype that we project outward onto our stories as a goal for attainment. He is the judge, in a sense, as we stumble and fall short, but eternally strive to integrate his attributes and the possibilities for perfection within ourselves. He can appear in dreams as a guide, often taking the form of the wise old man or woman, pointing in the direction of difficult tasks that we dread to take, to face the monsters or to remove the obstacle blocking our spiritual and/or psychological growth. This is part of a radical kind of mind-soul transformation that Jung called individuation. He believed that humans are comprised of complex thoughts and energies, many of which are below the surface of our consciousness. The divine cosmic image manifests itself as Christ in the Christian tradition. Unfortunately, many today, among believers and non-believers, misunderstand exactly what he was. Even those who lived during his time and saw him face to face and even spoke with him did not understand or believe his claims. Whether you believe he was just a prophet or a madman, he definitely claimed to be a controlling, pre-existent, cohesive force of the universe. Colossians 1:17, and he himself existed and is before all things, and in him all things hold together. There's a fascinating story of a dream that I had to share. The dream was had by a patient of Mary Louise von Franz, and in her book, Archetypal Dimensions of the Psyche, she describes how his dream about being in church took an unexpected and overwhelming turn. As he sat in Catholic service in one of the rear pews, a simply clothed, almost vagrant-looking man came in and sat next to the dreamer. Something about the stranger was mysterious, and he was suddenly aware of the strange and divine nature dwelling within the man. The dreamer realizes with deep emotion that this is Christ. But as he turns to him, the stranger puts his finger to his mouth and smiles. He then understands that even if he were to stand and proclaim his identity, the Logos, the firstborn of creation, no one would believe him, so he stays seated, smiles back at the stranger in an agreement of secrecy. Von Franz saw this dream as an appearance of the Cosmic Man, and to her, it teaches the dreamer to be quiet about their insight. That culture is rarely ready to receive inner realizations and are always met with shock and disbelief. Many would say that if we could hold a mirror to our psyche in its completeness, we would see something like a mandala, a common symbol for the soul, a circular, all-encompassing boundary containing the self and our inner world. But strangely, the mandala is also used, usually in Eastern traditions, to encapsulate the outer cosmos, the expanse of creation. Take a look at Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man, a depiction of the human ideal, bordered by a mandala-like circumference. It evokes a feeling of measured design and purpose in the layout of the human body itself. But could our bodies be a sort of map or key to the greater macro design of the universe? Many Babylonian and Mesopotamian deities were said to have been so enormous that their bodies themselves became mountains, vast landscapes, and even the earth itself. In Hinduism, common depictions of Vishnu display all known realms and worlds within the body of this supreme god. There is a concept taking root in spiritual and scientific thinking called machanthropy, where the universe is actually just the body of an inconceivably large being. Many thought this idea, displayed in ancient religions, was merely allegorical, but a move to a more literal interpretation is taking place. The recently mapped structure of our galaxy clusters are being compared to the neurons of the human brain. So are we just the residual afterglow of firing neurons in the brain of a gigantic cosmic being? Are we just dreams in God's sleeping mind? If ancient wisdom is to be believed, the microcosm will reflect the macrocosm, and vice versa. So in theory, these great cosmic events, thought to be imperceivable, are occurring right in front of us, playing out in a dance of patterns, a conflict we are keenly aware of. Some may even call it a battle of good and evil, of light and dark, as we all collectively chase the cosmic man into the stars. But what form he takes is our individual choice, and we must choose wisely.